The decision of the second in command at the Kumasi Customs checkpoint to dash home after work to freshen up for lectures ended him being pronounced dead.
I had closed from the morning and I'm offering a course at NIT, Software Engineering. So I had a class at 11. So around 9 o'clock in the morning, I fell out from duty and I was going to our restroom to pick up my few staffs with me so that I will have change and proceed to Kumasi for the class at the NIT. Just a few meters from the barrier, if I'm not exaggerating, to be like less than 100 meters from just the barrier, just approaching the junction to where I'll branch to the house, I showed the traffic indicators as usual. My left hand was outside to add up to the signals to signal the incoming vehicles from behind, and so I had done that. I was virtually out entering into where our residential facility is, and all of a sudden the car ran into my vehicle from behind, and that was the last thing that I could saw.
Just moments after setting off in his BMW car, volunteers pulled him, presumably lifeless, after a Land Cruiser vehicle whose occupants included the MPs ran into his car.
I lost consciousness, so at the scene I don't know what exactly happened, but I was informed that they put branches of leaves on me, thinking that I was dead.
Mr. Echampon tells me how he was taken for dead as he lay by the roadside helpless. It took a God-sent courageous colleague who was reporting to work for the very first time to do mouth resuscitation to bring him back to consciousness. That intervention was timely.
But for the intervention of the officer that came and tested for my pulse and did the mouth-to-mouth inhalation, I don't know what would have happened to me. The guy that came to even do the mouth resuscitation and stuff was a new officer that has been posted to the place. So I took my time. I happened to be the second in command there. So I took my time and explained the procedures and processes that goes on there to him. And I told them that, may I call class and I will come very soon after the class, because they are virtually new hands there. I didn't want to leave them. And we're waiting for the old hands there to come and support them. So I told them that, I have lectures at 11, so I have to rush down to class and come back. And in less than 5 minutes, I was pronounced dead.
As he prepares for surgery at the Komfanochi Teaching Hospital today, Mr. Echampon can only imagine the effect the accident would have had on his family.
Life is just like hanging there, because I was very active, very mobile, working, stopping vehicles, checking them, taking somebody who was new on the job through the processes and procedures, gave him an orientation as to what goes on. A class was waiting for me at 11, only to be told that I had been pronounced dead and branches of leaves has been kept on me. Life is just hanging there, and we thank God that we have a supreme being who is always there to keep us.
Mr. Echampon also debunks claim he failed to observe traffic before entering the main road.
So if anything, if somebody did not observe traffic, then it was rather the person who ran and jammed into me from behind. And I'm suspecting because when they go to the barrier, nobody will stop them at the barrier, and so they were speeding. They were speeding from behind. That is how come they ran into me in that manner. Or probably they were using the middle section of the lane. I can't tell. But there was no car coming from Kumasi, and looking into the mirrors, I saw that the place was clear to go, and I just veered. I showed the traffic gator, removed my hand, and I even suspect it was because my hand was out. That is how come I'm having this. They call it a clavicular something. I'm not a medical person, so I don't know. But my shoulder here is broken, so now they are preparing me for surgery. So that is what we are waiting for now, to hear what the medical personnel will hear, because I had my hand out so that if anything at all, it will add up to the trafficator that I had already shown that I was branching and entering into our facility. I was not coming from any minor road as being speculated.
He has a word of caution to motorists and other road users as he endorsed the multimedia group's Arrive Alive campaign.
Just 2 days or so before that, a VIP bus had the same collision with a car just close to where the accident happened. Same way, I understand the pickup had run into a car loaded with maize. Because the VIP bus was speeding, he couldn't control and the somersaulted. So the accidents are just becoming too rampant, and it's all because we are in a hurry to go. If you look at my timing, it was 9. My class was 11. There is no way I'll use 2 hours from Kubiasi to Kumasi. So if you want to get early, just get up, make preparations, move early. Whatever happens, you will get there. But we shouldn't be in a haste. I don't know. Caution should be our key word. So the Arrive Like Alive campaign is a very good initiative by Joy FM. I do watch a lot. I listen to Joy, almost all of them. So I watch Joy News a lot, and I pray that caution will be a key word for all of us.
From Kumasi for Joy News, Ohimintiria reporting.